Today's show is brought to you by the Popcorn Shop, where gourmet taste pops. With 3 locations to serve you: Emerald Isle, Goldsboro, and Mebane, North Carolina. If you're not local, no problem. Pop on over to the Popcorn Shop, the popcorn-shoppe.com for global shipping. The Popcorn Shop, where gourmet taste pops. And I'm not going to mention how Tico ate my popcorn again.
Yeah, let's not tell that again.
Okay, thanks. Maybe next time I won't mention it at all.
I didn't eat any popcorn.
You ate my popcorn.
Yeah, I did.
What's good? It's your man C. Perry Leasy II, and welcome to Straight to Tape. Y'all know what it is. Unapologetic and insightful conversation. From the tip of our tongues, it's Straight to Tape. Now, I'm only but 1/3 of Podcasting's Treacherous 3. First, of course, my man, the nefarious one, the comedian Tico. What is going on, my man?
You know, people talk about it. I live it like every day. Every day. Every day. That's too many days. Right.
Yeah. He had it. He had to dismount. And
He
then he
didn't stick it.
trips.
He said, no, he wobbled. That was a wobble.
Yeah.
You know when they put one foot up and then they stick it back down?
I was trying to.
Yeah, a little bit much.
Too much.
Yeah, I can stand my lane.
And, of course, the first lady of S2T, the quintessential hip-hop mom, Keisha with a Y. Hey, Keisha.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
That's all I got. See how simple that was? TK.
It was kind of to the point, though.
Yeah, hey, y'all.
I'm an abstract.
And I'm a yaller.
I keep telling y'all that. My therapist says I'm an abstract thinker.
Okay. I'll let you have that.
Let him have that.
You throw therapists out there and I can't really say nothing. Just like if you said Jesus told me I'm an abstract thinker, I would have been like, okay.
Yeah, that's you. Mm-hmm. Look, you can check out Straight to Tape across all of our podcasting platforms. We are Apple Podcast certified. You can check us on Google Play. You can stream us on Spotify and SoundCloud, Stitcher, and Radio Public. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, so you can get in front of the line on all of our latest and greatest episodes.
You can also find us on Twitter, IG, and Facebook, Straight to Tape.
Yeah. So, we're not alone today. We love when we have guests with us.
Yes.
Now, of course, with us is our social media assassin, Rob Barron. What's good, big man?
What's up, man? Rob Barron, the social media assassin, a.k.a. Rob Rude. Rob the ruggedly handsome. In the building, in your minds and in your mouth. Pause. The sometimes why of Straight to Tape.
You know what? Are we going to take some time to break that down right there? I mean, this is my first time hearing it. I know he's sat in before, but never mind. Just introduce the guest. I was fuck this. Never mind.
He's a regular guest. I mean, come on. Yes. And oh my God, joining us today is what can I say? North Carolina hip hop legend. One of the illest battle MCs that we've ever heard. And one of the funniest motherfucking followers on social media. Some of the shit you put up there is, crazy. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, joining us today, Jozeemo.
What's
up, man? What is up?
Listen. I really appreciate it, but I'm just a regular guy. I'm just your average Joe. I mean, it doesn't matter that
With
I
the
was signed
Josie
to
in front of it.
No, I'm just Joe, guys. It doesn't matter that I was signed to the Hall of Justice. I did a classic with Sean Price and Ninth Wonder and Little Brother, two Little Brother. I mean, it really doesn't matter that I'm a battle rap extraordinaire. I got a PG coming up on Smack. But like I'm just simple, Joe. It doesn't matter. I've been viral like 5 or 6 times. I'm just Joe. Like I'm just Joe, and it's a honor to be on Straight to Tape.
Just Joe.
Yo, it's an
Right,
honor to
right.
have you here,
Yes,
my
most
man.
definitely, man.
Honor
Most
to
definitely.
have you here.
I definitely appreciate it, man.
Man, look, all right, I gotta ask you about it. All right, I mean, we can go into, your upbringing. We can go into, going from, Chicago to East Durham. Okay, I damn sure want to ask you, about Welcome to Durham. Okay, I want to take it back that far. However, yo, man, what the fuck happened with this battle in Denver, yo?
So, I was battling a guy named S. Youngin. He was supposedly from the area out there. So, I fund my own battle rap career. You know what I'm saying? Because I really do it for the love, but I do it for the platform. So it was a big battle on the Dope Flop platform, and I paid for my ticket to go out there. I paid for my stay. It was my birthday. It was Colorado. Like, what the fuck? Why not? I was going to do something for my birthday anyway. So the whole while, we'd been going back and forth on the internet, putting on a little bit, trolling each other a little bit. And I'm like, okay. So, it's pretty cool. So I hit him up. I'm like, look, we good? I'm like, we're good. I go to the battle. The battle starts at like 6. He doesn't show up until 9:30. I came from North Carolina, and I was early. He's from there, and he was 3.5 hours late, number one. Number two, he comes and he gives me this sob story like, oh, man, just because I got so much respect for you, that's why I showed up, and I missed my flight, so I end up driving. I was coming from Kansas, and it started storming. I caught 3 flat tires in the rain. I thought he was finna say my grandma died, my dog got hit by a car. I don't know what the hell he was talking. So I was like, bro, are you ready? He said, I just need to go outside, smoke a blunt, and I'm good. He disappeared for 2 hours.
2 hours?
Where do you have to go to smoke a blunt? This is Colorado. You can literally smoke anywhere. Like, for real. And you disappear for 2 hours. He comes back, it's like 11:30. I'm like, you ready? He like, yeah, I'm ready. I go to the bathroom, take a shit, come back. He snuck out the back door.
What?
He left the building, didn't tell nobody, wouldn't answer his phone. Hits me at 2 o'clock in the morning, talking about, oh man, there was some bullshit that went down. I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow, but I still want to battle you. We can still do it. I'm like, yeah, we have no venue, no camera, no anything, but you still want to battle.
So let me ask, for those of us that are not into the battle rap scene, can you explain the logistics of how it goes down?
So you get 2 artists, basically, 2 battle rappers, and you set a match. You give time. Like, some people freestyle, but they tend to lose a lot. And so you come prepared with your battles, your performance. Like, that's what people are paying to see. People not just paying to see you rap. People are paying to see you put on a show. Like, if you're going at each other, you're going at each other. You're going for blood. Like, you want to make people believe what you're saying, not like you're just rapping. So, you put time and practice into your craft, and you show up. Like, there's no rules to it. There's no president. There's no union. So, a lot of people, you just got to take at their word that they're going to do what they say they're going to do. And this cat was just a clown, man. This cat Young was just a clown.
So there was no like venue or advertising or any of that said you guys were going to battle at a certain place, a certain time?
Look, there was flyers. It was on pay-per-view. Like, yeah, it was live on pay-per-view. Yeah, oh yes, it's definitely on pay-per-view. You can catch me on Don't Flop platform. So it's a big deal. It's a lot going on. Like the Smack, my PG, that's gonna be on pay-per-view. It's that summer Double Impact. So, it's a lot you put into it because you want to put on and do your best, and for people to no show you, especially when you made all the travel. But he did worse than that. He showed up, took a look at me, and left. He was going to lose regardless, but I mean, still, Stan, you're a man.
I mean, it's like, he had to, pay money to get out there. Just like
Nah, come to find out, he's from Denver. He lives in Denver.
What? I thought the cat was from St. Louis.
Man, the man live in Denver. He showed up with like 3 or 4 of his homies. They was drunk. They were walking to get some alcohol. Like, oh, you know where to go? Like, really? You from here? And people were telling me he was from there. So it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still had a blast. I went to like 16 dispensaries in 4 days. So I'm okay with that.
Well, maybe, man, I bet you had some shit on him anyhow. That's that shit, back in the days, I freestyled and I rapped a little something, you know what I'm saying? And
back when he had dreads to swing around,
it
gave it better effect.
Yeah. Well, I had some witty rhymes, and when we battled, it was like, the rapper comes, the dude comes in front of you, you just talk about him right then and there. His sneakers, his shoes, or you just might look whack and shit. But y'all motherfuckers, man, god dang,
like,
y'all motherfuckers, y'all go for the fucking juggler, dude.
I remember the type of battles that you're talking about, and like, it'll be basically like roasting each other, lyrically roasting each other. But now it's so intricate. We're talking double, triple, quadruple entendres.
Right.
You really have to. You really want to blow the crowd away with what you're saying. Like,
exactly.
Is the wordplay, the what they call reaches, the schemes, just the raw punching. Like, it's way different. Like, you really have to be up on current events, pop culture. Like, you got to be on your game. So it takes a brain. It takes a smart individual to succeed with this battle shit right now.
Right, and that's not just talking about like the rhyme schemes and the delivery and everything else, but like to Tico's point about how he used to talk about each other, like roast each other, it's gone to like another stratosphere, like with the research that you put into your opponent, like going like really super personal and saying stuff that nobody would really say to your face. You know what I mean?
The battle starts before the battle because people are into this trolling shit now. Now I'm old school. I don't do no trolling. I mean, I'm the troll king, but not in battle rap. Like, we're coming to battle and I'm going to bark on you. But these guys troll so hard. Okay, in Colorado, a guy named Extra, he was supposed to battle this dude named J Money. J Money finds a picture of like a stripper or something that looks really close to how Extra's mom looks. Post it and said, yeah, I just got through fucking Extra's mom. I'm talking about he had like 30 or 40 people commenting talking about, oh, Extra's mom is like, she'll do something strange for change. She's a freak, bitch. She's a slut. She's a jump off. Like, Extra got like so in his feelings that he canceled the battle. They were supposed to bet $1,000 on the battle and everything. And that trolling broke his spirit.
Wow.
Yo, that's crazy, yo.
So it's like similar to how boxers do now. They do a little bit now, but nothing compared to selling the fight. Yep.
It's crazy, man. All I know is, man, I got some shit, and I don't need motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, talking my shit, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's gonna get exposed.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna get exposed. I mean, motherfuckers,
man,
this motherfucker was taking ballet and when he was 10 years old. Man, on his fucking toes. Motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Skinny motherfucker in a motherfucking leotard. And shit like that, some shit like that, man. Motherfuckers bring back some old ass feelings and shit. If you don't know yourself, you know what I'm saying? And true to yourself and be like, yo, okay, well, yeah, that happened. Or, that was a good one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
man, look,
but so personal that it hurts and you quit.
Look, URL is the biggest stage in battle rap, okay? They just had an event called Gnome 9. John Adon battled Jack Boy Maine. In the second round, Jack Boy's crew wears these chains that say Black Wealth, okay? John went and found one of these chains on Walmart for $89. Okay, went and brought it to the battle. In the second round, he got to talking about the man's chain, pulled it out, held it up, and talked to him about that chain. And at the end of it, he threw the fucking chain in the crowd. When it was Jack Boy's turn to rap, he jumped off stage, faked like he was trying to fight somebody in the crowd, got back on stage and walked straight to the back. He broke him in half.
Whoa.
With words of battle.
That shit crazy. That shit crazy, man. Words do hurt.
Words do
hurt. You know, sticks and stones might break your bones, but words will never hurt you. Evidently, you have not been to a battle rap.
Because isn't it in contracts that you're not supposed to swing on, you know, like to try to taper or tamp down the violence or whatever?
I mean, like, it's in a contract, but we talking about like a bunch of,
right?
I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to get invited back,
okay.
If you want to keep getting paid,
or if you want to get that check for that particular night,
get that check, like, you gonna have to follow the rules,
right?
But I mean, it'll go down.
I mean,
anywhere. Man, anywhere you get a bunch of niggas and egos and testosterone, man, that shit can go down.
Yeah, like when I think Loaded Lux battle Calico was talking about his pops and.
But that was classic. The Lost Nigga.
Yeah, it's the Lost Nigga one.
That was classic.
Yeah,
I don't even like Lux.
Right.
But that was classic.
It was. And then like Disaster talking about DNA's mom being retarded and talking about his pops, all kinds of stuff, man. It's just like the personals is just like a thing in battle rap.
Disaster punched Math Hoffa in the face in the battle.
Yo, that battle I saw you in with what's that dude named Ton?
Yes.
Okay. When I saw that, like, you know, y'all got up in each other's face, and I've seen that before, and but he did this move with his, you know, like he put his fucking, you know, forearm in your fucking throat and shit. And I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if it was just like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he did it personal or if it was just like you was just in the, you know, because when I see you be rocking back and forth from side to side, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, yeah, you feel me? So, you know, what was that?
I mean, like, I always stay prepared, but like, me and Ton had the unspoken understanding we was gonna do it. We were gonna turn up,
right,
and do it. So you know what I'm saying. Like, a part of a good performance is presence, and if you don't look like you mean what you're saying,
most deaf,
you just look like you up there rapping. So I mean, I know there was no malice, but if I smell any kind of smoke, I'm on go, and that's just the man in me,
right?
Like, we up here doing this, so it takes a certain type of person to understand these are just words, and it's our job to attack each other.
Right.
Like, we have to go for blood. But I mean, if I smell smoke, I'm gonna go. Like, I'm from East Durham first.
Word. And yo, I also want to, you know, shout out because, like you said, you know, the delivery and the flow and the cadence is totally different. You know what I'm saying? Than just, you know, just rhyming on a record or whatever. And it's like, I give y'all kudos because, you know, that's English. You feel me? That's English. And, you know, that's learning poetry, you know, and different types of, you know, sonics and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And freaking it, man. These are the things that could be taught in school for us, to us. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that these things, you know what I'm saying, can help us, you know, in the long run. I'm getting off my soapbox.
Top 3. I'm just gonna give you 3 rappers.
Battle rappers or rappers?
Rappers.
Okay. On my top is Biggie. I'm a big, do both. Okay, so in rap and music, my top is Biggie. I'm just a Biggie fan. Dennis Beans, Siegel, and believe it or not, Dennis is a cat named Sean Price.
Yes.
Do you know where you are? Why you say this cat like we don't know who Sean Price is?
Because, like, look, a lot of people don't know about Helter Skelter. Don't know about the. Yeah. Oh yeah. See, we be AAA rated, but we form. Look, shout out to my man Sean Price, R.I.P. Man. That was my guy though.
Yeah.
But like, those are my top 3. Okay, and in battle rap, it's weird because it's not because of bars. It's just because of who they are. I got Tay Rock, I got Rum Nitty, and I got Charlie Clips. Those are my favorites who I like to see.
Yeah, I love Charlie Clips. Yeah.
So he's actually a really cool guy. The last event I go to, I get love at the event. So, I'm back there chopping it up with these guys. None of them have ego. We're talking about people with millions of views, getting paid money. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're famous in this lane. And all of them are like straight up, like regular guys. I'm pretty sure a couple of them might be assholes, but the ones I've come across,
Right.
like Tay Rock and especially Clips, we link up at every event. So, like, they're really cool. They're really cool.
That's what's up.
It's like wrestling.
It's just like wrestling. You know what I mean?
To me, being a super layman in this whole thing, because y'all often make me talk about shit I don't have no idea about, but it seems like any sport. Yeah, that's all I got to say. That's all I have to add to the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm open to winner now.
Yo,
It's a sport of the minds. This battling minds.
I mean, shit, I've seen spelling bees on ESPN, so.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? So, shit, man. Why wouldn't you?
yo, man, take me back to the beginning, okay? Because I remember when I first heard you spit, if I remember correctly, K97.5, the freestyle battles. Is that Friday nights?
Yeah, the Freestyle Fridays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, I was doing that, and I caught fire.
Yeah.
Like I
You
just
did.
caught fire, and but see, the thing in my head was like, battle rappers were labeled as people who couldn't make songs. If you were a battle rapper, then you were a horrible artist, and that was the stigma. And I wanted to break that, so I stopped battle rapping, and I started making songs, and I started creating waves and making a lane. And I mean, I kind of caught fire doing that. I was with a group called 21st Records.
Paulie
Yeah,
Snubnose.
yeah.
Paulie Snubnose,
Paulie
Charlie
Snubnose.
Cockpit, yeah. So and we were getting it done. Like I was getting checks. The Briar Creek shopping center. People don't know this, but I performed to open up that shopping center. There was a huge stage out there, and they gave us $1,500. So like I was doing that way, and you know how long Briar Creek been there.
Yeah.
So I was doing stuff. First night Raleigh, performed there. They paid us to do 2 venues in one night. So like I was really making waves, and then unfortunately, things took a turn for the worse. I did a little vacation, compliments of the federal government, but when I came back, I still had the wave, and I signed with Hall of Justice, Little Brother, and they were on Atlantic. But then things took a turn for the worse.
Let's go into
To that.
Okay, so as soon as I signed, Fonte decides. They decide to get rid of Ninth Wonder. They decided to kick Ninth out. Ninth was partially the reason I signed. He was writing me while I was in federal prison.
Right,
Okay,
right.
so I signed because this man, and then he leaves without telling me nothing. So I'm like, okay, so I'm still with Little Brother. I'm still with Big Dope. He was the manager, Fonte and Pooh. Then Fonte decides I'm done with Little Brother. I'm gonna do my own thing. Here was a fucked up thing. Fonte they were signed to Atlantic Records. On Atlantic's dime, Fonte launched his own project called Foreign Exchange. Okay, that was backed by Atlantic. So Pooh was working on his album solo. Fonte wants to leave Atlantic before Pooh can get that Atlantic backing for his shit. So Fonte popping on some neo soul shit. He don't even need Little Brother no more. He's gone now. I'm still with Hall of Justice. If you talk about Little Brother, let's be real. You say Ninth Wonder, Fonte, and the other guy. So Pooh is dope,
Very.
but but he didn't get the Atlantic backing. So like he was not as big as them.
Why do you think that was?
Because Fonte was leaving, and Little Brother was over. They was leaving Atlantic Records.
Like, honestly, Fonte is a dope. He's dope. Pooh is, to me, almost as dope. Why don't you think Atlantic gave him the backing in the absence of Ninth and Fonte?
Because their deal was with Little Brother. None of them had solo deals. So as long as they were Little Brother, they'll back whatever you want to do. When you tell them, look, we just gonna turn this last album, man, I don't want to do this no more, then they're not going to reach out because that ain't shit that they had to do. Right. That's just shit that they did. You know what I'm saying? So they did that, and like it was like, damn. So Pooh was still grinding, we were still trying to grind, but it just didn't have that same push as Fonte shit did. So like, it was hard. It was hard for the Hall of Justice, like very hard. We were going on with we went on tour with Method Man, like from Vermont all the way to Florida. Okay. Our name wasn't on the bill nowhere.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Nowhere. I'm like, this is me, Pooh, Joe Scotta, Sean Dawn, like nowhere. So I'm like, I'm talking about KRS-One. He was on one of the shows. I mean, like the whole Woo was in New York. We weren't on the bill nowhere, man. But like Little Brother sell out a venue right now. Right now.
When they popped up on Article, they were like a surprise because it happened because somebody didn't show up like they were supposed to. Another artist, I forgot who it was, but I was staying in the hotel right next to the DPAP. Yeah, the A-Loft, and that shit, like you could see fucking downtown Durham out my window, and that shit, it looked like once we got like the shit on social media, it looked like a firestorm from like the upper part of downtown. It just all the way back down to the venue because it was super last minute. Left the hotel, like droves of people were leaving at one time, and I swear me and these three dudes like held hands and skipped because we was about to go see Little Brother live. Like skipped all the way from a loft down to the damn entrance of DPAP. It was there. Pretty much, that's how it was.
Look, LB has that effect. Yeah. Like even though as we continue to get into it, I don't see eye to eye with Fonte, and I definitely don't see eye to eye with Ninth Wonder. But like Little Brother's music was powerful. You dig? Because it was a reason why I signed with him. I was a fan, even though I didn't do that same type of rap.
Right.
I didn't have the same type of content. We didn't come up the same way. I didn't do the same type of shit that they did. So, but they were still dope. And one of the problems was that even though I had a wave, they would always say, we don't know how to market you because none of us do that shit that you do. And that was another thing that kind of put me on the shelf. So, yeah, I don't know, man.
But then it take a turn for the better. Continue your story.
Okay, so
I'm tired of bad times.
It kind of did take a turn for we went on tour. We got in a wreck. We got hit by 18 wheeler on tour. I had to go off a tour because my face got split open. Oh. But when I left, Doe hooked me up with Empire Distribution. And he said, well, you know what? Even though we weren't able to push you as an artist, we're going to set you up so you'll always have a way to put your music out. So I have a deal for my entire record label. So anytime I drop something, it's on all platforms and, Vivo channels for videos and all that good stuff. So I'm like, cool. But that was a turn for the better.
Thank you.
But then things took a turn for the worse.
Bitch.
Because I had to learn the music business. Just because you can put something on a platform doesn't mean people gonna check for it. When you got billions of people looking for stuff that the machine has put in their face, people ain't really quick to check for, the up and coming unless it's already popping or it's been co-signed. So that's when I fell out with Ninth. Because I called that man and asked for a cosign, literally. And he told me no. I'm like, you're the same nigga that was sending me letters in the feds. Talking about you got me and all this, that, and the third. But now, it's no. Talking to me like I'm one of your students at Central, talking about I need to find my demographic. I'm like, bro, I need a cosign. Fuck what you talking about. I went out and there was a producer from G Unit named Black Jerus, but he was from Raleigh. I linked up with him, and on my own, we did an album together. It was called True Identity. It was crazy. So I let Little Brother hear it. They took it on tour. They said it was a press play. They couldn't take it out the deck for the whole tour. I slid it to Ninth Wonder. I'm like, check this out. He was like, yo, this is crazy. I'm like, nobody helped me drop it. Nobody helped me push it. nothing. And then Ninth Wonder made a whole album for Big Remo that sounded similar to True Identity. Only problem was Big Remo wasn't Jozeemo, so I mean it wasn't authentic. no shade to Remo, but Ninth was in control of all that. Them boys couldn't fart without his permission. Period.
Remo was nice.
Remo was nice.
Okay.
Ask Remo if he fuck with Ninth Wonder right now. No. Nobody from Jamla does, except for Rhapsody. Tom Hardy, all the motherfuckers gone. King Maz getting paid now. You know, he with Aftermath, so he getting paid now. Yeah. Ninth ain't hooked that up. Ninth ain't has shit to do with that. Nothing.
I remember he used to come to my parents used to own a convenience store in Chavis Heights. And I remember him coming to the store a couple times as a little kid. Just fucking bugged out, yo. It's just bugged out, man, to see kids doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? And he's, yo, the dude is dope, yo. He's doing like videos and all types of shit, man. Yo, the dude is ill, yo.
But yeah, so I mean, I had a ride, man. Like, and so after that, I just started doing my own thing, and like, you know, I didn't want to make a whole thing like. I didn't want to keep no animosity towards them niggas because I trolled them real bad for a while. I even made them miss some shows. I got on Twitter and lied and said I'm in a passenger van with a 16-passenger van from East Durham, and we about to pull up at the 9 Wonder show. Like, the away team wouldn't even come on stage. Wow. They canceled their show. This was at the A3C Festival in Atlanta.
Wow.
They realized we didn't come, so the next day they were comfortable. The next day I was there. Crisis saw me in the crowd, and I'm talking
Military
about...
tactics. Really? Really?
I was in the military.
Decoy?
I was in the military. So, yeah, it was funny. It was funny. But, you know, I just have a good time, man. Like, I'm not a bully. I just have a good time. I like to have fun.
Yeah, speaking of fun, yeah, the comedy aspect of your shit, man. Okay. Like I said, man, you like one of the funniest follows on social media, okay? And what's up with this wilding out NC shit?
Well, actually, I started doing the comedy because it just didn't seem I could get to the plateau I wanted to get to in the music. So, you know, I came up with the like realistic type comedy. All my skits look like it's some shit that actually happened. They're not edited or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like situational comedy. And I never expected to go viral doing that. And then I just found out that I had a knack for it, and people actually like seeing that shit. Like, oh, it would be funny if somebody got fucked up like that. So I was like, all right, cool. Cool. So there's a young lady around here named Coco Filipina. So she reached out.
Yeah.
Shout out Coco and Wildin' Out NC. So she broke it down like Wildin' Out, the Nick Cannon Wildin' Out, reached out to 3 states. Okay. Ohio, Texas, and North Carolina. They gave them all the Wildin' Out platform and the backing. Like, look, we're looking for new talent. You know what I'm saying? We want to be able to tour and have some places to go, get it turned up. So apparently the other 2 states ain't really doing shit with it. So Coco reached out to myself and a couple of other cats. Shout out my man Bishop Omega, Buddy Klein, Josie the Comedian. Like, and she's like, let's do it. So, you know, we got the full backing. We got all that. It'll be recorded. It'll be loaded up to the MTV site. Okay. You know, but like we have to prove ourselves. But that's what we doing. We busting ass.
Yeah, most definitely.
We busting ass to and get up there and put on. And you know, the people that shine, it's like the D League.
Yeah,
you know? The people that shine, that call up.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm gonna just get up there and be me. I'm really gonna get up there.
I heard. I think Brad's brothers.
Mac Martell.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's so many people. Like, I don't even know all of them. I just know the ones that stand out. Business, I mean, nothing personal, but the ones that stand out, you know, they stand out. And the other ones, I don't put them down. I build them up. I get with them. I pull them to the side. I'm like, look, you might want to do this like this. This game right here, if you got to be quick on your feet, this game isn't for you. You can sing. You need to do all the ones with the funny songs. You need to get in on that. Something scripted. Oh, you can mimic people. Do this. So like,
Right.
we try to put people in the positions to succeed.
In that lane, yeah,
exactly.
in that lane.
Hilarious.
Yo, man, that's incredible, yo. That's incredible.
Man, we just trying to get famous, right?
Yeah,
famous,
It's trying.
Straight to tape is trying to get famous.
Let's do it.
Of course. Yo, switch subjects for a second.
Okay.
Welcome to Durham.
Welcome to Durham.
Yeah, how did you get involved with that classic, at times hard to find documentary?
Well, like I said, back when I started doing the music, this was before Little Brother, before Night One. I had the wave, like seriously. So, because it was organic, I would come to a show. I would have 75 cats from the hood with there, paying to get in just to see me. These are all my homies, like, or people that look up to me on the block. So I'm like, yeah. So Mike Nice from the Butter Team.
Yeah, Mike Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Mike.
And he reached out and he's like, yo, man, we're going to do a documentary on like street life and this rap stuff and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, cool. So he came through and we're going to keep it a band on the show. I was in the street life.
Yeah.
I was cripping and all that.
Yeah.
So he said, you want to do about street life? So me and my homies, 1,000 of them, we back there, blued up, like doing what we do. Cause you came to the hood, like you know what I'm saying? You want to know about it. So we recording and this, that, and the third, and apparently he went to the Bloods hood and did the same thing. So next thing you know, it turned from a documentary about street life to the gangs in Durham. So I was like, me and Mike had words about. Mike is my man, 100 grand. He even got a song on True Identity, but this was before then. We had to come to understand. I'm like, Mike, you played me, dog. When I got locked up and sent to the feds, Mike and them came to see me. I came downstairs, I took a look at him, and I left. I didn't even speak to him because I felt like why would y'all, if y'all had said y'all were doing the gang documentary, I would have never had my homies out there.
Yeah,
That's some sucker shit
exactly.
to do.
Now you see,
You know what I'm saying? So like my homies like, bro, we about to ride on them. I'm like, no, we can't do that because I fuck with these guys on some business shit, but like a street mentality, you deserve that. You set us up, you played us. But I talked to him on some man to man shit. And he was like, Josie, that wasn't my intent. I'm like, when y'all had the Aaron, the first people you showed were the government,
Right.
the mayor, the police chief. You just showed them all these gangbangers with their guns and drugs.
Exactly.
So I mean, what were we supposed to think?
I
But
always wondered how that worked out.
yeah, so they couldn't use any of that footage to lock anybody up. Okay, that's not why I got arrested or sent to the feds. I just want to put that out there. So they didn't get anybody locked up. One guy they tried to, but they reversed that immediately and let him out. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Like they couldn't prove anything was real on there. It's just their word. But yeah, so that Welcome to Durham was crazy. So like I did that before I went to the feds, but it got re-released when I came home. See, people don't know it came out like in 2004.
Yeah. That's the one I got.
Right, that's the original one.
That's the one I got.
Then they went, so after I came home, they remade it, and another one came out in like 2006, like
Right.
two years later. But a cat named Cicero Leak, he was a lawyer. He was involved in it, but I think it was some crazy shit with the paperwork or something, and that's why you can't find the documentary nowhere. They had to scrap that shit.
Yeah, we asked about that.
Yeah.
So we were talking to the homie Bro Rab, and
Okay.
we were asking about that because I wanted to get a copy. I never actually got a chance to get an official copy. I seen a very grainy version of it on YouTube, and it's not even the complete version, and it's just so it's even hard to find on YouTube.
Tell you what, Rob, because you're my man, 100 grand. I have a friend that's been trying to give me their copy. So I will get it and I will let you copy it.
Respect.
And I was like, at one time when I came home, I was like, I went to the feds. So I come home on federal probation. Okay, y'all re-released this Welcome to Durham thing. Now, my federal probation officer is watching me on the news on this Welcome to Durham shit. And I'm like, y'all are paying me to be a monster, and I'm trying to get off papers here. You know what I'm saying? So I actually had to call the news and say, yo, you got to stop airing that shit, man, because it's inaccurate.
You're smart.
Yeah.
And they did.
You're smart.
So,
Yeah, you had to control. You had to control your portrayal.
you feel me? Like, bro, I did not enjoy going to prison.
Control your narrative.
So I wasn't going to come home and try to do a spotless long 3 years with no marijuana. Okay? Like, I'm not gonna be turning on the news and you got me with guns and all this bullshit and my PO calling like, yo, that's not looking good. I'm like, yo, that shit is years old. But like, still they're seeing it right now. I'm like, yo. So I got on top of that, like, yeah.
Businessman, look, man, sometimes you got to do it the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's just, growing up as being a man. You
Right.
feel me? So you handle it, just like a man would handle it. You feel me? So that's the real shit.
Yeah, and I mean, and you've bounced back, numerous times, yo, numerous times.
Man, I came back. I tried to do the music thing. It didn't work out. I stopped music. I went back to college. I got my degree in industrial technology. I started traveling the country, fixing robots, doing comedy in my spare time. So now I'm at a point where, like, well, shit, I don't have to do it for a living no more because I have a job.
Right.
So now I can do it just because I want to, and I'm blessed to be able to do that.
Most
I'm truly
definitely.
blessed.
I'm gonna do a documentary. It'll be called Welcome to Crabtree.
Welcome to Crabtree.
Yeah. Some real tough
I
times.
was part of the organization of the Crabtree boycott in 1993.
Yeah. Look, I remember, that was pretty crazy. Like, you couldn't even go shopping. Like, if there was like 2 or 3 more black people together, you had to break it up. You know what I'm saying? Shit was crazy, man. If you had no bags in your hand, they had to, let you go. 5 seconds, man. Fucking knee, man.
Joe, man, what's upcoming for you, bro?
So, I'm doing a Wildin' Out North Carolina. That's going to be on Wednesdays. It'll probably kick off in August.
Okay.
You can come check us out live at the Paris Lounge.
Okay.
So, that's going to be pretty dope. I'm still doing this battle rap stuff. Catch me on a face-off platform, Don't Flop and Body Bag Battle League. If you know anything about battle rap, you can look those up. My name is spelled Jozeemo. That's all my social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, my fan page. Just log on to Facebook, look up Jozeemo /Blockhuggers Entertainment. Follow the page, like the page. It'll start your morning off right every single day with the most inappropriate and what the fuck was he thinking about? Somebody take his phone, all kind of shit. It's Jozeemo, Jozeemo. Look, follow me on YouTube, Jozeemo1. Like, it's Jozeemo. Just Google it. Google it. Spotify, everything comes up. Like Pandora, I have a Pandora station. Jozeemo, I have a Pandora station. Okay? Videos and all, but like, yeah, just check me out, man. I'm just trying to get famous.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jozeemo. Thank you, bro.
Thank you for
Thank
having me.
you for blessing us with your presence, my man.
That was a very fucked up whistle.